This is the most criminal in history. The third type of contact event. The protagonist of the story is actually in a state of hypnosis. Planets are depicted 39 light years away from Earth, and the protagonist of the incident no knowledge of astronomy. Hello everyone. I am the videos you made before bad because often violated because of the horror of the offending video is not recommended to a lot of videos not seen by new fans. They also provide a lot of good content. Let me explain. I've talked a lot about that. But because of the violation, many people did not see it. We'll have another remake. Talk about the third type of contact with the relatively high kidnapping. Late at night on September 19, the Hills just finished their vacation in Canada. They are because of their work, getting ready to drive back to Pennsylvania overnight. Home in Pennsylvania. This is a couple, a man named Barney Hill. I work at a post office. The woman's name is She's Betty. A community worker. Husband and wife. No knowledge of astronomy. Also not interested in astronomy. The two are a very ordinary couple. Late at night, as they drove south of Lancaster, the wife suddenly found that the sky appeared behind her back. A little sparkling dot of light. He didn't care much at first. After a while, his husband, Barney, another bright light was found near the moon. At first, they thought it was the light of the stars. And my husband is driving. I didn't care too much. But they were on the road. Suddenly, I noticed that the light seemed to be moving. The direction of movement is slowly approaching them. The wife secretly said that this could not be a UFO, right? Husband Barney also felt that something was wrong. She pulled over to the side of the road. The couple got out of the car, observing this light source for a long time. Husband Barney thinks this should be way, star, or plane because the light is far away from them. It's like hiding behind the clouds. I can't really see clearly. The couple continued back to the car and walked home. And we walked. They found that the light was getting more and more. This light is in the sky. Change your location at will. And getting closer and closer to them. Husband Barney is afraid of a traffic accident. She pulled over to the side of the road. Come down and continued to observe. Barney was really scared. He discovered this light with a trajectory he can't understand, approaching him rapidly. It only takes a few tens of seconds. The light suddenly flashed before his eyes. Barney was surprised to see this light panorama. He discovered this light. It's a folded-shaped aircraft. There is a row of windows above the aircraft. Colorful lights glowed in the windows. Take a closer look. 5 or 6 figures in front of the window. Watching them now. This picture was also drawn by your husband after the fact. It looks a little scary. He said the distance at that time. Only see humanoid-like creatures linger at the window. He was very afraid. He didn't think these guys were nice. He immediately got back into the car. Take the wheel. Step on the accelerator. I want to leave this place quickly, or you can push these guys away. In the process of driving, he and his wife are in a very difficult situation. State of tension. After a while, the glowing object disappeared. The couple's hearts gradually let down their guard. But then something even more terrifying happened. Husband and wife. I heard a humming roar in the back of the car. It seems to have a powerful engine. In his rear movement, husband turns wife back. See if the light catches up. The moment the wife turned back, husband and wife are powerless. Blurred. Immediately after, the two of them lost consciousness. I don't know how long the meaning of the wife began to gradually wake up. The wife found husband Barney's hands clasped the steering wheel. I'm still sitting in the passenger seat. Like this car. It never stops. Two people seem to be having a dream at the same time. It didn't take long for your husband to wake you up. Husband and wife both feel powerless. There's that roar behind me. Out of a sixth sense. Husband and wife, there must be something supernatural that they can't understand. The roar behind the phenomenon also proves unknown guys are still watching them. Husband and wife are afraid. I turned on the accelerator and went straight home. When you get home, they found out more than 2 hours later than expected. And husband Barney's shoes are broken. In fact, the skirt on the back was also torn. There is a serious error in the watches of the two people. 2 hours slower than the clock at home. The couple is powerless. He fell asleep in a daze. In the days that follow, the couple has nightmares every day. I'm not feeling well either. It seems to have some serious mental illness. In this state, the couple lived for another 2 years. The hospital's physical examination has also been done countless times. Until 1963, husband Barney was admitted to the hospital due to high blood pressure. His illness was caused by mental problems. The wife also suffers from mental illness behind her back. Husband and wife both suffer from depression. To solve this problem, they found Boston, the most famous psychiatrist, Benjamin Simon. They took all the process. Talk to the doctor again. The doctor thinks their illness and the lost 2 hours of memory, it matters a lot. It shouldn't be that there was an error in their watch that night. I lost 2 hours of my memory. To help them both heal, the doctor decided to hypnotize the two simultaneously. After 3 simultaneous hypnotic all the lost memories of the couple have been recovered. It's because of these 2 hours of lost memory. It caused a sensation in the world. After 3 times of hypnosis, the doctor discovered that Barney. After discovering creatures and UFOs, I feel very scared. The car was about to run away because of the roar behind it. The wife is looking back. The two entered a state of unconsciousness. Open your eyes again. Found several black sheep standing in front of their car. These black sheep are short. The eyes are very big. The skin is gray, and the nose is small. They have no hair. There are two small holes on either side of the head. Then an alien opened the car door and dragged them out of the car. Enter the interior of a UFO in a flying vehicle. Fully relaxed. All muscles are relaxed. You remember everything. And you will tell me everything? Yes. I believe. Betty is trying to make me think this is a flying saucer. Thank you. Back to the car. There it is. Up there. Oh. No. Palm. Not gonna hurt you. Go back a little bit. You say there. I said, did you say with 1,000 feet away? It doesn't look that far. It's very big. I can see. Rows of windows and lights. Rows of windows like a commercial plane. They're not like a commercial plane because they curve around to the fox eyes. I can see it in his face. After entering the interior, a group of aliens is waiting for them. They have no strength to resist. At their mercy. This group of aliens made their wives sit on a stool. Shine light in his eyes. Look at the eyes. Open your mouth again. Examine his teeth and throat. Then another alien pulled away 2 strands of his wife's hair. Sealed them up in a glass box. The rest of the aliens started dragging their skirts and lay it back flat on a glowing board. With a bundle of needles on the wife's neck, wrists and feet, head stuck in. Another alien took out a very long one. Very thin thread. I pressed it down my wife's belly button. The wife is in great pain. Made a cry of wife. And there was this alien. He tapped his wife on the head with his hand. Wife, I don't feel the pain anymore. Looking at the husband's situation. And that was pretty tragic. Husband's belly? By an alien. Forcibly installed a strange device. This strange device, it can't be found now. Because after the couple got home, husband has a sarcoma growing out of his abdomen. On the advice of a doctor, the sarcoma was surgically removed. What was the procedure like? Records can be found in the hospital. This sarcoma could be the contour device to monitor human bodily functions. As a room. They sat to take me as a room. To come in the room with. This man who speaks English and May. Another man comes in. I haven't seen him before. I think he's a doctor. He tells me to take off my dress. Sort of in the middle of the room, in its table, he brings over this. They like needles is a whole cluster of needles. And each needle has a wire running far out. I asked him what he's going to do with that. And he said, just a simple sense of ultimate. And he said he just wants to put it in my table. And I cry and I tell her it's hard to get hurt, and he goes over and he put his hand. Rise his hand in front of my eyes. But he says I'll be alright. I won't feel it. And all the pig goes away. I asked the leader, I said, why did he stick the needle? Why did they stick the needle in my table? And he said it was a pregnancy task. After an inspection by the aliens, an alien leader uses telepathy. Showed a celestial map to my wife. Aliens use telepathy. Say to your wife, they came to Earth from this galaxy. The wife looked at this celestial map. It's a slender one, and there are many dotted star systems. There are 2 large circles in the picture, like 2 suns. We've talked about this before. The couple had no knowledge of astronomy. I'm not an astronomer, so the wife can't understand this picture at all. And he's weird. The 2 circles are connected to each other by a thread. The aliens seem to see the confusion behind the ground. Explain it to him. This appearance is the alliance line, thin line, not very friendly alliance route. And the dotted line is where the expedition is going. They have many allies in this universe. There is also a lot of hostility. And they haven't explored the entire universe yet. After watching the planet, the couple were trapped by a strange device. Deleted memory. This is the couple. 2 hours of lost memory. But this memory is back. But this one, it brought a great shock to this melon eater. Almost everyone is asking. Memories uttered by the couple under hypnosis. Is it true? Maybe the doctor thinks so too. It's a strange story. In order to confirm whether the husband and wife is under hypnosis, leave the wife behind. And I drew the star system as we saw it. because the two have no hobbies and knowledge of astronomy. So the celestial bodies depicted are relatively the appearance of this painting to suppress the public opinion on this matter. Countless scholars and experts, even the people who eat melons, can't get it from this determine which galaxy the rampant system is located which location, because no matching galaxy can be found. Most people, I thought it was a complete fraud. Something in the metal of the wall as it was an opening. He pulled down a map. He asked me, had I ever seen a map like this before for the heavy lines with trade routes. The other line is that the solid line, where places they went occasionally. The froken lines were expeditions. Does the audience also brother, it's over here. The length of the progress bar indicates that it is not over. That contact took place in 1961. The couple was hypnotized in 1963. This is also the time of simple happiness. And 6 years later, in 1969, a female teacher named Ma Chowli Fisher, and I became very interested in the landscapes that he painted. This waste of blood, he especially likes astronomy. I also believe that the experience of the hills is also true. Since it is true, the star system that the wife drew behind her back must be hidden in our galaxy. The female teacher thought about it with the human mind. Alien spaceships came to Earth. Explain the distance between the Earth and their mother. It shouldn't be too far, and their mothers should have the same climate change as the Earth. If they cannot adapt to the Earth's environment, the Earth is a dangerous place for them. So their living environment must be similar to the solar system. So he immediately used the sun as the radius. He made a diorama. He hoped that from the model, find celestial systems similar to those shown in the picture. But in 1969, the exploration of the stars is not as advanced as it is now. It's hard to find similar star systems. Then the female teacher thought of another way. Put the model on. All stars where life is impossible are removed. He put star systems where life might exist. Left on the picture. Compare again. Sure enough, I found one with the picture. Identical star system. He is 39 light years from Earth. He's in the Valley of Kings. It is what we often call the double star of folding towers. This woman was very excited. Just take the comparison chart to support the more famous local astronomer. Identified. After careful comparison, although the star map drawn by the hills is relatively simple, but he and the twin stars of Kings, it's exactly the same. The little dots on the picture also kiss all. And some of these were undiscovered in 1969. For example, these three in 1969 are astronomical. You can't see these three. Later, it has been upgraded by technology. Sure, the three stars are indeed the three small dots in the picture. All the positions match. The appearance of the female teacher, celestial map, and the whole process of the whole incident pushed to another height. As the public opinion of the incident grew, countless whistleblowers have come forward, said to have witnessed a not-shaped UFO with my own eyes. One of these whistleblowers is a mysterious person, claiming to be the warden of a military base. He said when Silverf was kidnapped, radar at a nearby military base, UFOs have indeed been detected. The military also captured two Greys later. The code names of the two Greys are 1-1. 1-1. 1-1 unfortunately died during the arrest. 1-1-2 reached a consensus revealed to the military that he was from the Zeta twin. Later stage, the military and this 1-1 mother got in touch and dispatched a scientific research to Zeta double star expedition. In exchange, they allowed aliens to abduct on Earth humans and animals, run an experiment. And then this video. I'm sure many of you have seen it. These urban legends, just because Hills and Roswell events, just spread. As for the authenticity of the film, you can judge for yourself. Let's meet ninjas. The end of the film. The Hills' credibility is still very high. As for getting in touch with Zeta double later and exchange research teams, if the audience is interested, I will specialize in films. I will explain it to you in detail. But I myself, I don't really believe in the so-called pagoda of the Hills. And there's another chocolate spot that I find particularly interesting. In the crop circle, there have also been star maps drawn by the Hills. I am the universal. My channel is the Thai Universe, and interested friends can subscribe directly. See you next time.